Nintendo normalized the $80 price tag. Thanks, Nintendo. It was gonna happen anyway. Like, I know we should be angry at Nintendo, but it was like the fact that the Grand Theft Auto developers have been talking about how it was going to be like Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be more than 60. They've been saying it for months now. And of course the Gearbox shitheads talking about like, oh, you'll pay more than 60 for Borderlands 4. Yeah, I also thought they would be the ones to do it first, but like it was coming along, it was gonna happen. But we could be angry at them first. What's going on there, Joe? Happy Pride. Honestly, I'm more concerned about what's going to happen with Grand Theft Auto 6, because let me tell you, $80 is not how much Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to cost. Like, it's going to be more than like $80. Grand Theft Auto 6, the people in there, like, would they pay $100 for Grand Theft Auto 6? They're gonna do it. Will I pay $100 for Grand Theft Auto 6? No, I won't. I probably wouldn't even spend $60 on Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm just not that excited about it personally, but you can make them change their mind. Just stop paying for it. We might hit the era of subscription-based single-player games. I mean, I shouldn't say I don't think so. I hope not. Like, subscription models have been popping up, but so far they have been okay. They haven't been that bad so far. I'm hoping they don't get much worse. I think we're gonna go for the tool shed here. If we get a lot of money that's trying to be a lot of fun, well, let's do the tool shed. Pirate theme intensifies, right? There we go, there's our shovel. Just remember last time with all those digging spots? Oh, nice, those are the two I wanted. Now, Compa, when you say y'all could make them stop, if every single person currently in chat stopped buying expensive video games, that wouldn't change anything. We need the populace as a whole to stop. Off the record. You won trivia? Oh, well done. What kind of trivia was it? General or like themes? As we've learned with movies, unfortunately, companies often learn the wrong lesson every goddamn time. I do have a package waiting for me. Just general bar trivia? Well done. Like, theme trivia is less difficult than general trivia. So that is more impressive. Congratulations. Oh, we got 2 gems and a sleeping mask? Not too bad. Like, that's a pretty decent opener right there. Extra steps, extra door opening power. There's nothing new for us in the mailroom at the moment, so we can just move on. I keep hitting the button for the Night Rain map. Have you finished the game, Joe? I know you were playing this at the same time as me. I might just do 2 dead ends right here. Just open up with 2 dead ends. One of them will be a nice, useful one here. A gag order on Transformers. Yeah, Diablo 3. Define finish. Have you rolled credits? Like, have you gotten an ending? You're no longer allowed to mention... come on. No longer allowed to mention trans people in your role. That's bullshit. I'm sorry. You've been to room 46? Well done. Are you still playing, though? I know there's, like, hours and hours and hours of extra puzzles in here. You feel like you know almost all the secrets in the game? No, also well done. Alright, whenever we open a green room, we get some gems in here. We'll do a little growing, a little grow up. Yeah, you know what? I'm happy with the idea of just 2 dead ends to open here. Now we'll look for good rooms. We want dice, though. I am, like, determined. That is an excellent thing to see after I did 2 dead ends. Pantry, we'll do a corridor here. And then swing around. Spare bedroom? You know? Spare bedroom. 50 hours post room 46? I have really not been too focused on getting to room 46. I've been having a lot of fun just, like, exploring and doing the puzzles. Hallway? We'll get an extra hallway tomorrow? Sure, that's I kind of like how this is coming together so far. Alright, we'll save that for later. We have other directions we can go in now. Like, there's always meaningful things. I'm trying not to fall into the trap of, like, oh yes, of course, the house sigils, this is one of the important things. Like, it's related to it, but largely not a puzzle in this room, so I shouldn't get too fixated. Pika and eat your way through the rooms, just eat my own hair. Yeah, I'd never be surprised by companies being crappy. I have the sleep mask, so a bedroom's not too bad here. We're not going to be filling up every spot on here, though. I do want some money. But I think I'll plop a bedroom down here. Yeah, in that case, it's not a puzzle. Okay. Get it up, give it up. Man, I need more gritty paper, don't I? Alright, hold on. I'm kind of like on the chest one right now, so I think I want to focus on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect, excellent, incredible. Okay, pawn here. And an apple. I should make some of these little chart papers for future. So we found a pawn in this room. That's not too bad. Spread green. I mean, we want different ones first. Patio is not quite the one I want right now, so let's just put a hallway here. If I leaked that my company was putting a gag order on trans-related things, I can think of a number of huge clients of ours that would immediately cancel contracts, right? They want to walk the middle line. They're always looking to walk the middle line. Alright, I'm more than happy to plop down a garage here. Let's get our keys. I feel like we got a pretty nice layout coming together here. No tools for me to pick up in here. Yeah, let's go this way. Another hallway, you say? The den's not too bad. We get a gem, which I like. And we can just walk straight through into the hallway earlier. I mean, none of these let me go up except for hallway, and that feels like a waste of a hallway, right? I mean, if we're gonna dead end, why don't we get 3 gems instead of 1? Give me my key! The gems are in a box with a false statement. The blue box is false. The white box is false. Oh, this is also a room with a black pawn in it, which I should probably make a note of here. Boop boop ba doo boo. Oh. Alright. Okay. The gems are in a box with a false statement. The blue box is false. The white box is false. So you're claiming this box is lying, and you're claiming that this box is lying, and you're claiming that the gems are in a false box. So, if the gems are in a false box, and you are telling the truth, then you can't be telling the truth. So if you're telling the truth, then you cannot be telling the truth. And if you're telling the truth, then you're not telling the truth. So it could be false, false, true. Alright. If the blue box is false. If this one's telling the truth, then this one's a lie, and this one's a lie. And if this one is... I think it's white. White box is false. The blue box is false. So if this one is... This one's telling the truth. This one's a lie. That means this would need to be a true statement. Yeah, I think it works both ways, doesn't it? Bing, bing, bing. Throw a brick, ethically speaking. You're ruining my fantasy. I don't think you could... You could, if you are fired, leak all of that information, but you would want to do it without revealing who you are. You would want to be an anonymous whistleblower. Because I do believe the company would have grounds to go after you. Depending on the terms and conditions around... Like, if you have an NDA signed, that'd be troublesome. Like, if that gag order is an NDA... As your lawyer... This is all hypothetical. We're allowed to talk about hypotheticals. Hypotheticals are perfectly fine, right? Well, they're coins. My weather widget said it's gonna be rainy for the past 2 days. I can't stop it from showing up. Don't you love when that happens? Ooh, a den's a nice room here, but a commissary is also nice. Let's do the den. Yeah, firing you would be a stupid thing for them to do at that point. Yeah, this is a safe space for wild conjectures. Are we just gonna find every pawn in the game? Is that what's gonna happen? I don't need every pawn. I think I just need one pawn location. Going by what we learned about that board. So far we have 3 pawns. 3 pawns on the map. Come on, good dead end. Ah, conservatory is great. Yeah, like, I've said this before, but we've seen a lot of these rooms with the chess pieces, and we've noted the chess pieces in the past. So the chess pieces are always in those rooms, and they are not changing like the paintings. Like, the paintings are distinct. So I believe the chess pieces will always be bespoke for the run. There is no permanent solution to the chess puzzle. Bottom corner is rook. So the idea is we want to draft all 6 chess pieces. And they are specific to the rooms, not to the placements. Cloister. We got information about the cloister. I'm pretty sure we now know how to get into the middle of the cloister. So I might want the cloister to be more common. Plus it's a 4-door room, and it is a green. Like, that's everything I like. Cost 3 to make this commonplace. Confirm. Did I do it? Did I have 6 gems? Says commonplace. I think we're good. Code check is standard, and it cost me nothing to make it common, but standard's fine. Dead ends we don't want being super common. And walk-in closet also standard. Yeah. That's fine. So cloister's now a common. I dig that. Yes, I love the Whitest Kids You Know. Just overall, one of my favorite comedy groups. I was very sad when Trevor Moore passed. He was one of my favorite funny people in the world. And I still go back and I just rewatch, like, just random episodes. I will never stop. More likely to draw green rooms while drafting? Like, it's a dead end, but we already have the hallway over there, so that's okay. Plus, we'll get more gems now. And if we get the conservatory, that'd be a nice one. So there's our broken lever for the front. We get a metal detector, which I like. Mr. Zombie! Coolest. What's going on, Moth? How you doing? Pebbles, of course. League of Legends. Thank you for that raid, buddy. Moth, are you going to be playing my new favorite experience? Are you going to be playing Night Rain? Hello, Mr. Zombie was my father. Please, call me the Moth Zombie. I must advocate to you the Night Rain. I know you enjoy the Elden Rings. I've been having so much goddamn fun. Alright, I want to go hit up the nursery on my way. thought your new favorite experience was Grand Theft Auto 4, Mission 1. I mean, that is a lot of fun, don't get me wrong. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would definitely, like... Having advice from a lawyer would not be a bad idea. Although I don't know how, like, expensive a consultation can be. What boss are you guys on, for Night Rain? I have done... I think I've gotten every boss except for Augur and the final boss, so 2 out of 8 are left for me. But I keep on replaying other bosses, like, I just keep doing... I keep going. It's like, yeah, I'll fight the same one for the 5th time, why not? Like, I just like playing. Need this to curve. Well, that's disappointing. Just needed you to curve. This was such a great start. We got burned. Got burned by lack of turn here. What I gotta stop doing is, in my layouts, when we're drafting, we gotta avoid doing... Like, we put the greenhouse there before we open the hallway. We have to do the hallway first. Like, we're setting up a dead end unintentionally when we do that. Well, I have 8 gems. A combination of detector, sledgehammer, shovel, sleeping mask. None of that's gonna do anything meaningful for us. I doubt the secret passageway works. It's gonna be a dead end, right? Yeah, it's a dead door. As suspected. So, all of my chess pieces I wrote down, I regret this error. Like, is there anywhere I want to end my run-in? Alexa! VR mode off!
Okay.
I was like, why am I hearing a high-pitched whine? My little laser beams were on. I don't think it matters where we end our run-in. I'll enter the conservatory. It's a cool room. Order 20,000 ladybugs. Hey, Joe, you could talk about whatever you want to talk about.
New orders, Agent 47. Alexa, order 2 metric tons of...
Oh no! It's ordering 2,000 metric tons of... What's your secret technique? So, when it comes to making the best chicken fingers you can possibly make, the secret technique is heavily seasoned flour with whatever you're, like, going for your general flavor vibe. So, like, a nice, like, barbecue-y rub. Some chicken seasoning in there. You heavily season your flour, and then you take, like, a third of it, you put it in a different bowl, and in that bowl you add an egg, and you add a bunch of beer, or buttermilk, or water, like a liquid, whatever it's gonna be. Dump all your chicken in there, your tenders, or whatever it's gonna be. Panko breading is superior. Hey, we're going for a specific kind of chicken tender here. I like panko breading, but it's for specific applications. This is for, like, a nice barbecue chicken tender, like a boneless wing. This is a boneless wing you would get from a restaurant. So, dump all your chicken tenders into that batter you just made. If you're doing, like, buttermilk in there, maybe put a little pickle juice. Let it sit in there for a little while. You're marinating it as well. And then, when you're ready, you take the chicken tenders from the batter, you put it into the flour. You can go back into the batter, back into the flour if you want to get, like, really thick breading on there. But, like, don't worry about dripping too much. Just dump it in there. And then from there into the oil. When it's, like, a light golden brown, take it out. Do this in batches. And then when the last batch comes out, that first batch you took out, back in the oil for a second fry until it's the proper golden brown color. And when you're all done, hurl those into your favorite sauce. I recommend Kinder's golden barbecue sauce, and it is incredible. It is perfect. Perfect chicken tenders. Yes. I would make more jokes, but I'm already like, I can't make jokes because I have one of the horrible robots listening to me. But I use it because I have a bunch of like, you can buy like expensive nonsense, or for like dirt cheap, there's like a company called Casa, K-A-S-A. Like for $8 you can get 3 plugs that are smart plugs. They're not very smart, but they're smart enough that if, like me, your parents or family members have gifted you a stupid spy robot, you can integrate your stupid spy robot with dirt cheap plugs. That way, like, I could just shout out, like, blank, turn on X. So, like, my bed lights, my room lights, and when we do VR nonsense, like, all of those are on smart plugs that cost me roughly $2 a piece. I feel very fancy with my automated nonsense, but it all cost me probably less than $20 overall to set up. It's very fun. K-A-S-A. I'm not advocating. It's a pretty crappy company, all things considered, but like dirt cheap. Don't plug them into anything important, though. Like, all of these are like dumb lights that if like anything goes wrong, it doesn't matter. Because I did set up, I used timers on one of them for like Halloween lights that I had around the front door, and it was plugged into one of the outlets in the garage. It was a power strip in the garage. The other thing that was plugged into that power strip in the garage was our outdoor our garage chest freezer, where like all of the meat and like bulk food items are stored. And boy howdy, let me tell you, when daylight savings came, something about daylight savings messed with the timer on that thing, and it just it blew out the fuse strip, the power strip. And, yeah, we had to throw away a lot of food. A lot of food. This happened while we were all away for, like... everyone's visiting family for the holidays, like Thanksgiving and Christmas, so... No one noticed for a little while that it was an off freezer. Having everything in your house connected digitally sounds like a hellish living.
47. Dildo. Dildo.
Oh.
Dildo. Dough of dill. Huzzah.
I think dill and then bread dough is the best one. Everything connected digitally would be hell, except these stupid super cheap things have a button on the side, so they still work like switches. So I could do voice activated nonsense, or I could just walk up and hit the switch. That's why I like them. Like, the more expensive ones do not have, like, buttons, physical buttons on them. I don't know why people would opt for the, like, nice ones when the cheap ones have physical buttons. I require physical buttons. Like, if the internet goes out, I still want to be able to turn my lights on and off, you know? Trading post. We have nothing to trade yet, but you never know, we might find something in here. Like dynamite! Oh, wait, what? Oh, I'm not allowed to pick it up. Another digging spot we can't take advantage of. It worked! It did work, it did work. But you forgot to have, like, you gotta start with the name. You gotta say the horrible robot name. That way everyone watching that has one of those things. It's like when you say, like, Siri, look up, clowns dancing. That way everyone with Siri has their clowns dancing on their phones. That's important stuff. Hallway? Yeah, hallway. We get an extra hallway. Den's also kind of nice here. I found someone that has a Siri. Alright, let's do... You know what? East is less likely to be locked. We'll do east first. Get some gems? You know what? Maybe a key. And then we'll draw the library, which... Ugh. I wish you could bring up the directory while you're drafting. This is the only time I care about the directory. What direction does the, Every kind of meat you've eaten? I mean... I'm not gonna list the boring ones, because, like... I don't have dietary restrictions. Therefore, you could reasonably assume if it's a normal meat, I've eaten it. I'll only do the exotic meats. Which is a long list. I've had frog, alligator, horse, bison, buffalo, I don't know if they're the same thing, but they were listed separately, kangaroo, bear, elk... God, I'm losing track of what I've listed so far. Snake, rabbit, ostrich? Did I say ostrich? Ostrich. That might be all of them. I'm trying to remember. There's a restaurant. I did not eat that. Thank you very much. I did not eat the whale. Even though it was on a menu, I did not eat it. But there's a restaurant that does a game month, like for the month of February. So, like, you can go in there and get a kebab, and the kebab is just cubes of meat on a stick, and they give you a little chart, so it's like, you're eating ostrich, emu, bison, like, I got all that, and I also got bear stew there. I had alligator, snake, and frog. Mostly in Florida. The frog, though, I had in a nice, like, restaurant for my graduation. It's not very good. Didn't list seafood? What's exotic seafood? I think the only exotic stuff I've eaten would be, like, mako. But that's only because I caught the mako. I have captured and eaten a mako shark. Otherwise, like... not very many, sea urchins exotic? Who thinks sea urchin is exotic? I gotta know. I feel like urchin is not exotic. If you go to a sushi place, like, I don't think I've ever been to a sushi place that doesn't have uni on the menu. Uni is urchin. I think of exotic as being something that you can't find in, like, your normal restaurant. And, like, a normal sushi place has urchin, uni. Whereas, like, a normal restaurant typically won't have bear, for instance. So, like, I think of bear as being exotic. But maybe I'm biased. But again, I've never been to a sushi place that didn't have uni. Let's get a key. I don't think urchin's exotic. I disagree. Crab and lobster are exotic? No. Hard pass. Hard disagree. Alright, conveniently I drafted the rook in the same room that I had the rook last time, so I don't have to make any notes. Have you eaten a geoduck? Yes, I have had geoduck before. Geoduck I had as part of a marine biology camp I was a part of, so we did, like, dissections of geoduck, and then we got to eat what we dissected. Is it good? Not really. Like, I'm not a big fan of clam, and it tastes like clam. You can't find a sushi place around me, and sushi places are rare. That's fair. Like, I live on the coast, and I've always lived on the coast. I guess I'm not technically on the coast right now, but I'm on a coastal state. Like, I'm not close to the coast, but, like, I'm close enough. But, like, I've always been on the eastern seaboard my whole life. Urchin's always been available. So for me, it's not exotic. Perfect, the library curves the way I need it to. The what? The geoduck is like a very, very large clam. Like a massive clam. It looks like a giant penis. Urchin's exotic for me, and I live on the coast. But if sushi places are rare around you, that's weird. What coast are you on? Damn, chamber of mirrors would be nice to draft, but this is not the best place for it. Now the power room. The power room's a big deal. I'm gonna endeavor to get dice. We're gonna leave the power here. And then we're gonna try and get to the other side of it where we will draft what we need. I guess I can go in here and set it up to give power to the left, right? We want power going, going that way. Oh, they're gonna make me redo the puzzle? Come on, I've done this like 1,000 times. One light. I'm not understanding why it shouldn't be rare. Is it supposed to be common on the East Coast? I feel like seafood is more common on the coast. Like, when I visited Georgia, like, seafood was kind of a rarity, or if it was there, it was more like Creole-y kind of, you know, stuff you can get in brackish and freshwater experiences. Urchins in particular, focus on that. Again, what Gomper said, like, urchins are not rare. Like, I could find urchins, if I visit my family in New York, like, I can go and get an urchin, like, in the wild. I can just pick one up. They're just there. Like, they're not rare. Like, I have an easier time finding urchin in a restaurant than I do finding, like, flounder. And, like, a flounder is what I like to go catch if I go fishing back home. That's why I'm kind of surprised. Not calling you guys liars, it's just, again, from my perspective, like, I'm kind of surprised. Oh, just a little surprised is all. Alright, I need to be sending power up through these pipes. So, boop. Yeah, crawfish are more exotic to me. Yeah, like, I am surprised, Jim. I'm surprised you've never seen urchin in a restaurant. Though, again, it would have to be, like, it's always a sushi place for me. I've never seen it in not sushi places. Might as well just go up and hit the button. Yeah, like, if you don't have easy access to the goods. Alright, I gotta open this part. So let's turn you. Last time I was here, I didn't have to do this again. I need this little bridgey thing to come across, which is that box. There we go. Activate! Alright, power is being sent in the direction I want it to be sent. I can now leave. Same question, but fruits? I have no idea. Like, now that uni is exotic, I don't know what is exotic or not exotic with fruit. I've probably had 0 exotic fruit. Have I had durian? Yes, but it's terrible. I hate durian. Durian is awful. You can catch a sturgeon? Why is Panda obsessed with food? That is a great question. Why is Panda obsessed with food? You would never try it? Like, I'm always willing to try. Dragon fruit's rare? I don't know if dragon fruit's rare. Durian I accept is exotic. I've gotten a dragon fruit from Stop and Shop. One gem, bedroom. I feel like rare and exotic are the same thing in this context. Like, things are exotic because they're rare for your location, right? Like, what's something that's super prevalent but is not available here in the States? Because I have yuzu candy here, like yuzu. You can find yuzu anywhere in Japan. It's not rare or exotic, right? But here in the States, yuzu is rare. That makes it exotic. Like, it depends on where you are. Yeah, just things that aren't USA or Europe based. Well, I already wrote down pawn here, so we're done. Nothing else in this room. Workshop goes straight, which I like. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Let's just do a workshop. Broken handle. It'd be pretty nice to find, like, stuff now. I've always wanted to use the broken handle on something. I never get a run where I have the workshop and the broken handle. This is a rarity. Let's do spare bedroom. You have so many Asian markets near you? Lychee, dragon fruit, durian, mangoes, jackfruit. I have lychees in my fridge at this very moment. As we speak, I have lychees in my fridge. They are a pain to eat. One gem for 3 keys. I'm okay dead ending here for a garage. Yeah, Asian markets nearby are great. However, I got those lychee, got those from Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's carries them. At least my Trader Joe's does. We want dice. God damn it. That's the worst. Four items gives us a chance for what we need, technically. I just want dice. I would like to re-roll the next room. A lot. Well, 3 of those items were not dice, and the 4th one is probably a pair of shoes. It's a lockpick. Well, son of every bitch. God damn it. Very unlucky drafting going on. Like, remarkably unlucky drafting. Well, if we get the... I'm wondering if we get laboratory. Laboratory would be a dead end, but if we happen to draft it... I guess I could technically open it from the boiler room, which gives me slightly better odds. But that's like the only thing I want. Right. We gotta power the door. We got him. That's lucky. I have 2 places. One of them's called Mom's. Mom's is probably mostly Chinese with some Japanese, and then there's a Trans World Food Mart, and that's pretty much just a amalgamation of all the different Asian countries all just kind of in there. What city can go fuck itself? Man, there's so many. Philadelphia? Alright, Philly. I'm willing to agree to that. Okay, Alright, big pipe. Maybe if I swap you this way. Ugh. Alright, I need the door to be open, which it now is. I also need to be able to get up there. The elevator doesn't work now, which means I need this walkway to work. God damn it. I need walkway and door. Alright, elevator's active. I need power coming out of this tube here. God damn it. Ugh. That sends it up and in. I don't have any more directional valves, do I? How much do I care that I'm going through that door? I don't think I care as much as the game needs me to care right now. I'm out of here. Screw that place. Hate the power room. You almost got me. Well, we didn't draw. Wow. God damn. Well, the day's over already. This is the worst draft I've ever experienced. Horrible, terrible, absolutely abysmal. Every bad room I could possibly get. Without them being bad rooms. That's the worst part. Super Bison? You love crab? I always kind of find it funny when people are like, I would never eat bugs, and then they love seafood. Specifically, like, you know, crustaceans. It's like, I'm pretty sure, like, shrimp and crab are just the bugs of the ocean. What do you got for me? 8 classrooms? The items are good. I just want items. Give me items. Classrooms would probably be a better choice overall, but I want what I want. Wretch. Oh, sweet. We can adjust rarity. I can make power more likely. If we draft it. Alright, we need to try and make sure we don't end up with dead ends. Problem is, you draft a room, you don't know what you're gonna get. Anything could happen. Okay, hallway. Yes. Hallway's great. We always get extra hallways that way. And then over here, the dead. People just don't like being lied to. Have a good night. Sleep ye well, mighty Odin. May the angels lull you to slumber. But a conservatory down here, because conservatory's great. Bedroom is common. The wine cellar is unusual. And I can make it common. Cost me nothing. It's a dead end, though, so I don't want to mess around with that one too much. And then the reading nook is common. And I like the reading nook. So cellar is 3 gems. It's currently unusual. I'm okay with that. I think everything here is fine. Yeah, commonplace. And then nook, commonplace. Perfect. No change is necessary. Workshop goes straight. I dig that. Workshop is currently common. Continue. And I'd like to keep it common. We got the broken thing again. Perfect. I got the gear, the shovel. Alright, we need a third thing for handle and shovel. Spare bedroom's ideal. I didn't cross the threshold, that's good. Quick peek for chessy pieces. Nothing in the bedroom. But $3! And predictably, the garage. I am perfectly fine with the garage just happening here and being my first dead end. I got 4 other doors to open. It gets me my keys. There we go. Now that we've, like, exhausted one direction and ended with a bunch of keys, let's go all the way down. We'll hit the other wall of the house. We'll leave the middle wide open. Wide open. God damn it. Hold on 1 second. Gotta make another grid, and then I gotta get a pencil. That way I could have permanent marker grid, and I could just erase. We could reuse it. There we go. Now where's my pencil? Alright. We're ready. So, we are here where there is a pond. Pantry, parlor, commissary. Do the parlor for some gems. Pick it up. And this one also has a pawn. Amazing. A lot of pawns. One of the other statements is false. One of the other boxes contains gems. If you replace the word one in the other two statements with both, they will be false. Alright, one with both. Both of the other statements are false. Both of the other boxes contain gems. One in the other two statements with both, they will both be false. So yes, both of the other boxes contain gems, that's definitely false. Both of the other statements are false. Which is also false, making this one true. And then if this one was, in fact, false, these wouldn't work. Right? Place where one in the other two statements with both will both be false. One of the other boxes contains gems? That's true. Both the other boxes contain gems, has to be false. One of the other statements is false? Likely true. Two of the other statements are false. Makes that false, right? One of the other boxes contains gems. One of the other statements is false. Interesting. Pretty sure I think I know this one. Mountain bovines of ye olden days. One of the other statements is false. That is definitely, potentially true. But making them both false. Both of the other statements are false. One of the other boxes contains gems. It's this one I'm getting stuck on. One of the other statements is false. Like, that could be a true statement to begin with. Making these both false would make that one true. Both of the other statements are false. So this one has to. Unusual to me? I don't think I've ever had an ice cream that I'm like, that's unusual. I've had homemade ice creams. Those were unusual. Someone made, like, chili pepper ice cream. That was a pretty unusual one. One of the other boxes contains gems. one of the other statements is false. Oh. Well, then it was this one. No gems for me. That's only the second time we've ever failed these puzzles. You would pass on garlic? Ube ice cream's great. I love ube ice cream. Ube ice cream's phenomenal. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. You have exactly 2 hallways. Do we have 2 hallways? I have the hallway. Nope, just the one. This will double your keys. Try and save the bunk for when we have 2 hallways. So let's throw the utility closet down. Nah, courtyard. Courtyard's nice. Ube beer? Man, I would love to try ube beer. Chapel, there's my second hallway. Let's throw a hallway down. Does only one of the boxes contain gems, or can... No, only one box could have gems. The rules for that puzzle are... You could have... There's always one box telling the truth, and one box telling a lie. But you... At least one box telling the truth, and at least one box telling a lie. There always is a mixture, but 2 could be true, 2 could be false, but only one has the gems. I do enjoy those logic puzzles, but that one got me. Because, like, the gems weren't necessarily in the true box. And I got hung up on, like, well, wait a minute. Yeah, it had to be the white one. There's no additional information to differentiate the blue and black. Okay. That tracks. I got really hung up on the, it's like... But if they're both... Okay, yeah. Whenever there's a long paragraph sentence, that's when I get hung up. I've only failed that one twice. In, like, however many times we've done it. I like that room. It's a fun room. Alright, we're both going this way. We might as well get extra steps. And I don't want to start moving inwards unless I'm going through the middle, I think. You must suck! Aw, oh, damn, he's right. He got me. He got me. Alright, I got a bunch of doors going left here. I'm gonna go all the way down the hallway. I've already made notes of which ones have my pieces. Yeah, hallway. Conference room, coat check, closet. If we spread things, they're always here. I like having that option. Plop you down, and I get to keep moving up. There's nothing new in here. I don't think there's any chess pieces. I think my goal is largely, I just want to draft rooms that have chess pieces, take note of which ones are where, and solve the chess puzzle. It's kind of my personal goal at the moment. Pantry, hallway. I think we're gonna... Oh, I can't place the nursery. I don't want to put this one down here. I want just my 2 hallways. I want to get the bunk beds. So I'm just gonna dead-end hallway here. Do it for the apple, do it for the money. No chess pieces? No chess pieces. And if there was, it would probably be a goddamn pawn, which we have enough pawns. I'm keeping a lot of options open, that way we don't dead-end early. And really, again, the other thing I want is the power. You may redraw. Alright, that works for me then. I have 3 keys, no gems. So let's store a room here. Just to get gems. A gem. Ho ho! Battery pack, huh? I got shovel. I have lever, I have battery pack, we have workshop. We could probably make something now, but I will wait until maybe we find something else. If I could put the commissary down, that would really open things up for me. What was this? It's just another goddamn pawn? Fine. Pawn. I have 3 pawns drafted. What's important is I have a gem. Next door. Man, I'm already down to 37 steps. Billiard room, maid's chamber. If I do a 3rd hallway, I will be drafting so many hallways tomorrow. And hallways are good. I think I might just say screw it. I don't want less items, and I don't want to curve that way. Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Another hallway. I'm gonna get 3 additional hallways tomorrow. The chapel works for me. The bedroom gets me 2 items. Sorry, bedroom closet. And I would rather not do the archive right now, so let's just lose $1. That's not a big deal. No items. Whoop! Predictably, we get the bishop here. Guess that makes sense. It's okay if this is a dead end, but dining room's not dead end. Excellent. And that's future steps. Does the dining room have a chess piece? Amazing, it's just another pawn. Do I even need to take note of how many goddamn pawns I'm getting? A rook would be nice. Feels like that conference room has a false wall. Too narrow on the side. Maybe. There are a number of walls that I'm convinced we could somehow get through, but I have not figured out how to get through. Maybe blue room is pawn? Let's see here. Parlor's blue. Den's blue. Storeroom's blue. Dining room's blue. I mean, maybe. I mean, there are, yeah, so far that is true. I don't know if that's a rule or not, but that is not incorrect here. But yeah, I haven't figured out if there's a way to get through certain walls yet. The really, like, I know I can get through it wall. Like, absolutely, I am 100% positive. It is in the secret garden. The secret garden, I could totally get through there. Try to draw one of each. Well, here's the thing. Blue specifically just means it's not a themed room. Like, green we know are, like, greenery rooms. Red are bad rooms. Purple are bedrooms. So, like, the chapel had the bishop, but red rooms aren't going to have bishops every time. So I don't think the colors matter. Additionally... no, not that. This. We have our drafting notes somewhere in here. The colors are explained a bit more clearly. I think there are 6 chess pieces we're looking for. I think there are more than 6 colors. These are tiles from the Betrayal board game. Which one? Betrayal on the House on the Hill or Betrayal at Baldur's Gate? Dark room, negative space. Land survey results. So, orange are hallways, green are greenery. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's only 4 colors. There are 5? There are 5 colors. Red. Yeah, red's the 5th color. Jimmy. Favorite Kit Kat flavor that's not the original? Matcha. Red, orange, yellow, blue, green, purple. Hey, there's mixtures room and there's black. Black's a room color too. Don't forget the black ones. We run into a couple of those. God damn it. God damn it, it's gonna happen again. We got a dead end. It's about to happen. Son of a bitch. Like, I've only seen the queen chess piece once. And the queen chess piece was in the boudoir. And we've seen the king piece exactly once, and that was in the office. So I don't think the color matters. I think it's more theming. Like, pawns are common. We see a lot of pawns. The chapel is the bishop. It's themed around the chapel. So I'm thinking it's more thematically linked than color linked. Which of your regulars are your favorite? The ones that don't redeem Ask Me a Question 97 goddamn times. I don't have favorites, you're all my favorite. You're all my favorite. Don't tell the others, Nara. I guess we'll coat check. At the very least, we could save an item here. Bedroom better curve up, or I'm going to lose my shit. I'm no longer honoring chat point redemptions today. I'm trying to solve puzzles. Everyone calm down. Everyone be more like the best chat member, Nara. My favorite. What would I pack here? Alright, bedroom. Last chance for this to be a fruitful endeavor. Oh, baby, drawing room saved us. Oh, we have exactly the one. I'm multiple people's favorite, yay! And we get our gem back. Man, drawing room, you saved the day. This was almost very sad. Another pawn. I'm not even gonna take note of the pawn on this one. We need a rook, goddammit. Thank God. Blink twice if you're being threatened. Alright, security gives me multiple doors, which is pretty good. But now that we're up here, unless we somehow draft 3 dead ends, we're free to redraw this, and I'd rather not spend my gem. The Geist Room. A dead end, but the one I've been looking for this entire goddamn time. So we'll lose 2 footsteps, but you know what? It gets me multiple doors, and that's what I was looking for. Chris is lazy, he doesn't turn off the chat points. That would require me to switch inputs on monitor, like we are playing a console game. I got 3 keys. There's the boudoir. It curves in a bad direction for us at the moment, but it gets us the queen. That puts us at 3. We're almost there. And then we need something nice to happen here. Hey, rotate showed up. Not that it really matters. We have 2 additional green rooms. Might just dead end here. That way I get my dice. Dice mean we don't have to worry about dead ends as much. Keep my gem as well. Spooky ghost. Thank you. Any chess pieces here? Alright. There is a pawn in a purple room. So colors don't matter. I'm pretty sure it just has to do with the rarity and themes. 25 steps remain. Get a little money. Get the gem. Come on. Be nice. Billiards. Billiards let us keep going and we don't need to use the dice. Got a pretty nice draft going so far, except for the fact that I'm not finding any of the rooms I need. Which is a little annoying. No chess pieces in here? Surprisingly, no chess pieces. Alright. It's time for the horror. This has gotten outrageous. What was once simple math has really taken off at this point. Alright. Crap, I gotta remind myself. Blue is addition. Yellow is subtraction. Red is multiplication, and purple is division, and we work our way from inside to out. Inside to out, right? So, 20... 6 times 3 is 18. No? Do we not work from middle out? I don't remember the fucking rules. I'm pretty sure it's middle out. Oh, wait. I looked at the wrong yellow. Okay. 2... So 6. There we go. Do. 6, 12, 2. Minus 18. It's 12. 1. Secret garden key? Oh, come on. At least there was no squaring on that one. Last time was like, what's the square root? It's like, go fuck yourself. That's the square root. South Indian food, eh? 2 keys remain, but we have re-rolls at least. Alright, Nook gets me another key. Oh, baby! The reading Nook has the reading Rook. Alright, we have Pawn, Bishop, Queen, Rook. There's 2 that remain. We need the horsey. And we need the king. I've only ever seen the king in one room. Which is the office. So I guess office is what we're looking for. I'm very proud of you, Jim. Way to go. I'm pleased that your suffering is forever. Planetarium, library. Alright, corridor, I get to keep moving. Vault had night. Unfortunately, Vault's an outdoor room, right? Yeah. I don't... Vault might be the only room that I know has night. But I feel like we've seen a night before, right? Oh, right. The vault, yeah. Interesting. Alright, we've seen the night before. The king was the office. That's day 1. Okay, day 27, 26. 1, 2, 3. Trying to remember which one had the night. Was it observatory? One, two, three, 1, 2. So I don't think it was the drawing room. Wasn't the chapel. It might have been the observatory has the horse. Yes, this is the day where we found... So observatory has the knight, and office has the king. If we can make an observatory and an office happen, that would be pretty stellar stuff. Those are the last two we need. Bunk room. How many hallways do I have? 1, 2, 3 hallways. So that's not happening. Oh my god. Well, I can't pass this up. I'm using all my gems on this. Drafting studio is a big deal. Okay. Casino, clock tower, classroom. Classroom, we have a means of adding the classroom into our draft. But clock tower and casino, we do not have any other means of having these. Obviously, casino calls to me on a deep, fundamental level. Tomorrow, you will start with 1 key for each clock room or time room in your draft. I want casino. I want casino. It has an exit to it. Add casino. Casino's permanently added to the draft. If we ever find it, it will cost 2 gems to get into it. There are no chess pieces in here. This is the only safe in the game that doesn't stay open. The other safes had the decency. Oh, also Drafting Studio has a pawn. I take it back. It's not related to rarity, because Drafting Studio is not a common room. We don't have the magnifying glass, otherwise we would open it up. God damn it. Alright, library curves in a acceptable direction. Pool would be, like, nice here, but we don't. Vaults would get us one of the things we need. Bet it's open with the magnifying glass. I mean, that's how you open it initially. I shouldn't need the magnifying glass to reopen it. Like, I could redraw, but I have space going down. Near as I can tell, the color of the pawn bears no weight on the puzzle. Like, we put the pieces down, and it lit up as long as it was a pawn. A gem! Oh. Very nice. I doubt there's anything upstairs, but just because we are relatively deep into this house experience right now, I don't want to pass up any potential items. I need all the things I can get my grubby mitts on. Nothing. Damn. Down we go. Alright, library. Great Hall, 7 locked doors. I have no keys. And we haven't drafted... I don't remember the name of the thing, but the one that makes it so all doors are unlocked. We had that last time. So that's a reroll. Dovecoat works here. Have a good night, Jim. Sleep well. Alright, Dovecoat lets me keep going. Even though the office is here, and that just fills me with such sadness. I would really like to go into the office. We're so close to finding all the stupid pieces we need. I could rotate it so it goes the other way, but it doesn't really make much of a difference. It might be less likely to be locked on the left, maybe? You could buy a book for the library. We remember the prices. We can't buy a book. We have 18. I believe, if I recall, the cheapest was like 20. And then we use our gem. We have 1 gem. The books are expensive, remember? That's why we didn't buy any books. Like, they cost a million gold. Most of the books were 50 gold. 50? I want to buy the books, but we need a vault run for that. Or like a laundering situation. Or just to get our allowance up more. Just do it. We still have a reroll. I don't think there's anything in here. Come on, you can slide a gem in my hand, right? I already read those. A coin, amazing. Well. Three very disappointing days in rapid succession. God damn. We have no keys, and there's no other doors available to us. I feel like we got some pretty unlucky drafts here. Yeah, we can go combine and then store something, because we do have code check. Maybe. Maybe we can. Might run out of steps on the way back. You could do 4 very disappointing days in a row. Like, I'm trying to maximize how many rooms we get down, but unless we find the right rooms. I guess the common rooms we're getting are useful for moving, but they're not having the chess pieces I need. I want to do the chess puzzle, goddammit. Oh yeah, we lose 2 steps here. I don't think we're gonna make it. We get 2 back there, at the very least. Brings us back up to 9 and 8. I mean, we just do the math here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We could make it to the workshop and combine stuff, and then we lose it. We already know That way we'll be able to combine something. You know, it would be nice just to see, because I'm pretty sure we've never done battery, shovel, handle. And that could be something. So as far as a fact... Wait, shovel? Oh man, I could be digging stuff up. Yeah, there was dirt in the dovecote. Shit, we could have maybe, if we got lucky. The dovecote had digging. I got so fixated on chess pieces. There's a slim chance that dovecote could have given us a key. Like, very slim, but still, it's there. Keys are usually not the things we find when we dig stuff up. At the very least, we could have maybe gotten a turnip, which would have given us 6 more steps, and then we could be storing something. A broken lever with a battery and a shovel. Jackhammer. What's jackhammer do? I wonder what you could combine security keycard with. More effective than the shovel at excavation. Digs deeper, finds better items. Interesting. Well, maybe we should have combined those earlier. Coin purse with keycard? No. Well, call it a day in here. Call it... Bet it breaks the walls. It told us what it does. It doesn't say breaks walls. Like, my assumption would be the sledgehammer with the handle, with the battery, would make, like, a super hammer, a power hammer. A power hammer would break walls. But this clearly states it just digs better. We get more items. No new rooms. 4 tomorrow rooms. Really? 1, 2, 3. Did I draft something else for a tomorrow room? Save and continue. Alright, I'm gonna speed run one more day, and then I'm playing Night Rain.